Get it out now. There we go.
Hey everybody, Bob Babbitt, Breakfast with Bob, Boston Marathon Edition. We're presented and hosted by Hyland. Stop your cramp, not your race. Polar. Check out the Polar Vantage M and the Marathon Edition. And you can perform, work out, energize from our Team Hyland's healers. We have Alys DiMercurio. DiMercurio?
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
Kenny Sherfey, I like that one. That's an easy one.
All right, thank you for that.
How you guys doing?
Pretty good. How about
Outstanding.
you?
I am awesome. So Alys, give me a little bit of your background. Growing up, did you have sport in your life?
Yeah, so I actually started running when I was in about 5th grade.
Okay.
I had a really cool teacher that encouraged us to try out jogging, and I liked it. And so I just started running all through junior high, high school. Most of it was casual. I was definitely a back-of-the-pack type of runner.
Right.
And then when I was 19, I did my first half marathon, and then
Very
that's sort of
cool.
where that took off.
But you had some issues with addiction along the way?
Yeah. So when I was in my mid-20s, I struggled really bad with addiction, alcoholism, and some mental health stuff as well. And so during that time, I tried my best to stay healthy, but that all got in the way. And when I got sober and came out of that, I renewed my love of running, and I've gotten a lot better since then, and a lot faster, and it's become a real source of joy in my life.
And running is therapeutic.
It really is, yes.
Very cool. And so you're in Chico.
Correct.
And a medical assistant. How has running helped you with your job?
So just getting up and going for a run, even, I sometimes get a chance to run with other people early in the morning. Seems exhausting, but it really exhilarates my day. By the time I get to work, I already feel like I've accomplished something, and I feel really calm and good. And so it's a good start to the day. And then sometimes at the end of the day, when things are a little rough, need to calm down, it's good for that too.
So Kenny, you look more rugby player. I'm looking at this, right?
Yes,
than
that's
the,
for sure.
the skinny little running guy, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Paramedic and firefighter, Folsom, California. You guys have had speaking of firefighting in Folsom, you guys have had a busy couple years.
Absolutely. No, it's California, especially Northern California, has been burning big, keeping us really busy.
Yes.
Absolutely.
How tough was that?
Extremely tough. One of the larger fires that we just had, the campfire that was just outside of Chico. My mom lived there. I had family there. My mom lost her house, and that was going on while I was at work, and it was a helpless feeling not being able to help prevent that. It was hard.
Yeah. You got family at risk, and meanwhile you're fighting fire somewhere else.
Yes, absolutely.
So as a rugby guy, becoming a marathoner is a little different because you're talking fast twitch, you're talking strength training, and now you're going long.
Absolutely.
When did running enter into your life?
Running entered primarily. I started doing longer runs and started running half marathons to stay in shape for rugby, because I was tired of being tired on the field. Running out there for 80 minutes just sucked the life right out of you. So to give me any edge I could, I want to be able to run for as long as I can.
Yes. And are you still a rugby guy?
I like it. I decided to stop playing a few years ago. Actually, about probably 8 to 10 years ago, because I just got tired of feeling like I was in a car accident every Sunday morning.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
People are running into each other.
Absolutely.
And you
men.
find as you age that side-to-side stuff gets a little harder.
That's a fact. That is a fact, yeah. Everything gets a little harder.
Elise, you've done, 4 marathons, 17 half marathons?
Yeah, I lost count on the half marathons, but that sounds about right, yeah. I think I just did my 18th.
Have you done this one?
I have not done this
What?
one. It's my first time.
You're a rookie.
Up until 2 days ago, I'd never been in Boston at all. So,
Never to Boston.
Never, yep.
And talk a little bit about the Highlands experience, because I always tell people, if you come to Boston and you're part of the Highlands team, it's like staying in a 5-star resort. And the next time you do something, you're at a Red Roof Inn.
I feel like it's gonna be really disappointing from here on out.
Right.
It's really just blown my mind. When I applied for this, I had no expectations, and then just to get picked, and then to find out the gravity of everything that entails has just been beyond my understanding, really.
And when you first meet each other, you feel like you've known each other for years, because you guys you've been watching videos of each other for the last number of months.
Yeah, we've been communicating online in a group, and so we've become I don't know, it sounds silly, but we've become very close,
right.
tight-knit, especially all the things we have in common. And so by the time we met in person, it really did feel like we're a family.
And now, did you work with Coach Mike as well?
I did, yes.
Has he helped?
He's helped a lot. We had a rough start, I think.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. He knows. It's pretty funny at this point. A lot of us are kind of
strong-willed,
in this field, strong-willed, control freaks. I know I'm definitely guilty of that. So we butted heads for a while, but now I'm like, I don't know where I'd be without that guy. So.
He is unbelievable,
yes.
Especially because of this course with the weather and all the different things. He knows exactly what you need to do on
yes.
race day. So, last year I showed up in my Elvis outfit, and I was like, oh good. I'm not. Mike's like, you really should wear some warm stuff. It's going to get really cold. No, I don't want to cover up my Elvis outfit. Come on.
It's important.
Mile 15 when I can't feel my hands, and I'm like, Coach Mike, darn you. Why didn't I listen to you?
Gotta listen to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kenny, what's this experience been like for you?
Oh, it's just been surreal. Just I can't believe that's been happening like this. It's been amazing because I never thought in a million years that I was going to get a chance to run Boston and then go through the process in this program with Hyland and experience Coach Mike and everything that he's helped me with. It's been absolutely amazing.
Now, have you run a marathon?
I've run 2 road marathons and several ultra marathons. I started running trails and got into that because it's just a little bit nicer on my joints.
Yeah, way nicer, right? Now, what ultras have you done?
I've done I recently did the Formidable 50K.
Okay.
A couple months ago. I've done the Broken Arrow Sky Race there in Squaw Valley.
So
Falls
altitude, 50K. Climbing.
I like it.
You like it all.
I actually have a Canyons 100K on April 27th, 12 days after Boston.
So this is like a cocktail weenie for you.
Training run.
This is like just an appetizer.
Absolutely.
Coming out and run a marathon. What's 26 miles?
Exactly. Something like that.
And so the camaraderie of the whole Highlands experience, as a guy who's a rugby player, you guys live on camaraderie.
Oh, definitely.
And firefighter, all that type of stuff. Must be somewhat similar.
It's great. The team environment that we have, everybody kind of feeds off each other, motivates each other, you know, and you can really share your experiences. If you're feeling down, someone's there to pick you up, and you're there motivating other people. When you have, really good runner, you can help people out. It's been a great experience. I love this team.
But this is your first Boston.
This is definitely my first Boston. I didn't get to Boston until yesterday, 7 a.m. I got off the plane and put my ran the 5K, put my clothes on in the taxi, and straight to the starting line.
So right from the airport.
Straight from the airport.
Went right to the 5K.
Yes.
And that was your first time you've run anything in Boston.
Yeah. True story.
That is pretty fun. Now, do you guys have specific time goals for tomorrow, or is tomorrow just, you know what, this is Boston, I just want to enjoy it? I know Alys has a goal.
Yeah, I'm definitely, it would be hard for me to just say, I just want to do it for
it'll
fun.
Be fine.
I'm pretty competitive with myself. So, yeah, I'd like, Coach Mike said he thinks I can run a 3:43, so I am going with, I've learned to trust Coach Mike, so he says that, I am going to go with that number. So I'm going to try for it and see how things feel.
I would go with that, whatever Mike says.
I believe him.
Unless the weather's going to be
that's a really
weird.
Odd number, but I'm sure he didn't pull out of a hat.
No.
He's probably got some weird calculation.
He's got that weird calculating head going. Yeah, I know. And how about for you?
I'm pulling for under a sub 330. That sub 330.
Wow.
That is my goal.
That's the real deal.
I think it's attainable. I can do that one. Coach Mike believes me also. So.
And did he tell you both about that first 6 miles to be a little careful on that?
Basically run with a brake on.
Him and probably 100 other people have said the exact same thing, so I hope I actually take it to heart and do that.
You know it's hard as a competitive person when people run by you early on, but just remember you will see them later.
Yeah, I'll go fishing, reel them in.
You will. You'll play little Pac-Man.
Exactly.
As all those little energy dots come back at you.
Okay,
that
sounds
is really
good.
fun. And so you've got an ultra coming up after this.
Yes.
And how about you, Alys? You have anything special coming up?
So actually 6 days after Boston, I'm pacing a half marathon in Bend, Oregon. So
marathon's not quite enough. I think I should go run another half.
I did it last year. It was a lot of fun. So when I pace, it's a lot easier. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to walk, let alone run by then.
Yes.
I didn't really realize it was only 6 days after. I thought I had a full week. So I'm doing that, and then I'm pacing another half the following weekend. And then hopefully after that, I'm taking some time to, cool it.
Good for
so
you.
Kenny, as a rugby guy and the guy weights and everything else, how have you had to adapt to this running thing? Do you still do weights? Do you still do flexibility? What have you done to transfer from being a sprint guy to a endurance guy?
Yeah, well, what I've done is concentrating and focusing obviously more on running. In the gym, less, but I still go for sure. Stopped lifting heavy and just started lifting
more high end, more long,
much
more reps.
Yes, a lot more body weight exercises. I do a lot of like lunges and things, a lot of core workouts, a lot of core exercises.
And how about you, Alys?
Going from...
Oh, no, just in terms of other, having to supplement the running.
Oh,
in terms
okay.
of other things that have helped your running.
Yeah, so I... This particular training, I've done a lot more easy miles than I've ever done in the past.
Interesting.
That's part of why Mike and I sort of butted heads at first. It's like, how am I going to get faster with this? So that's been the most unique thing to this particular training for me, has been running a lot more easy miles, but I believe him when he says it works. And then I also do weights twice a week, strength training twice a week, and then I swim usually one day a week.
Oh, the little swimming too.
Yeah. I started
triathlete training.
I don't know. We'll see. But I took to it when I was injured this last season.
Yeah.
And it's stuck with me. I actually like it now.
Well, you know what? And it's you can replace some running workouts
exactly
with some high intensity
really
swim workouts without actually beating your body up.
Exactly. Yep.
And when it comes to the sort of the longer, slower stuff, we just had on here Carolyn Rotich, who won here in 2015.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And she was talking about that the African runners always do a lot of long, slow running.
Yeah, I think
they
85%.
Yeah, long, slow. Where Americans tend to go out and just go, well, if I'm going to run a 3:30, I've got to run sub-fast. I got to run faster than that in training. But you don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I've had to come to believe that actually works.
I love it. Well, thank you guys for coming in and spending a little time. I love I love what Hyland's does. And every time I've chatted with people from the Hyland's group, the healers especially, is everybody's just loving the whole. It's like you've got this fraternity and sorority of people you never knew before, but you'll be friends for life.
Yeah, the positivity from everybody has just been one of the most incredible parts of this.
Yeah.
They're just amazing people, so you can't help but be inspired.
And the best part comes when you're on not just a school bus going out to the start tomorrow, but a real bus with bathrooms on it and all that type of stuff. And while everybody's sitting outside freezing, you're sitting in a bus. And then afterwards,
sounds pretty nice.
The university club, which is really sweet. You're going to love that too. Okay. So this next day is going to be great. Have yourselves great races.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Breakfast with Bob, Boston Marathon Edition. Hold on, everybody. We will be right back.